I'm honored that this is the first, even though it's not a reveal, but it's the first time camera existence of BullRacksin on the internet. That's right. Amazing.
That's right. Holy crap.
You have,
exclusive!
But you got to prove it with the voice. We got to hear it.
Oh, man. The old man?
Yeah. Even anything.
All right.
Say welcome to the Trilogy Media podcast in the old man voice.
Welcome to Trilogy Media's podcast. It's nice to have you here.
Yes.
That's it.
BullRacksin in the house,
Bull,
everybody.
who is rocking?
It sounds weird with the mask on.
Well,
though.
it's, we can take
That's
some
amazing.
sacrifices.
Yeah.
You're here and we're grateful. Thank you, brother, for being
Brother
here.
boy.
It's been awesome.
Wow.
You have kind of shot up out of nowhere with your channel and just the amazing footprint that you've left on.
He worked like for 69 years, working so hard, and you told him like that he's overnight success.
I didn't say anything like that.
Like, it's
You're
unbelievable.
Such
You
an
came out of
asshole.
nowhere
I'm
actually
trying
with
to
your
introduce
face.
him and be like nice
normal?
and be complimenting.
You compliment, good compliment.
Okay, well then you finish it then, Dick. I'm
Well-
trying to say you do awesome work, and for how short of a time you've been on streaming consistently, you're fucking really good
I
at what you do.
appreciate that.
And I
appreciate
love your sense of humor, dude.
Thank
Besides all the voices that you do, which is amazing, and we're going to talk about this Eastern European Russian Vlad that you do a lot. Your voice, but the sense of humor is fantastic.
Thanks, man.
We, like Ashton said, we're honored to see you in person, to call you brother, and to constantly, damaging scammers together as a team.
Absolutely. Yes. And I was talking to you guys when I walked in. It's super surreal to even be in here right now to meet you guys, because I put you guys on a very high pedestal. I've watched you guys for so
please.
long.
No
and
need.
what you guys do and how authentic it is and how organic you guys have grown this thing. It's absolutely tremendous. So thank you. The pleasure's all mine. Thanks for letting me be here.
Well,
I love how humble he is.
that's
It's like
the
Is this
first.
the first time you guys have met?
So I met him. I
He met him.
won't say what state, but
Right.
I was out of town. I was in his area, and he gratefully agreed to meet up.
You
with
guys
me
went on a date,
for
right?
lunch.
Like
We
8,
went on a
9
lunch
o'clock?
date. Yep.
lunch date.
We had date.
I was not invited.
We
Bull,
went. We went for breakfast as well.
I don't know what to tell you.
No, so
Oh wow! So you got
The next morning you
Wait,
had
wait, wait,
breakfast.
wait. Whoa, hold your.
you started it. I just
you
continued
stayed
it.
over.
Maybe
Did he do a walk of shame in the morning when he left your room?
Let's just say
Oh
wasn't
my-
it wasn't a shame.
it wasn't. Nicely
Heyo.
done. Well done.
Oh my god! This is it.
I met him for lunch. I didn't know what he looked like. I just knew he was in the restaurant, and I walked in, and I'm just like, "All right, where are you?" You know.
So funny story about that too. When you were coming in, I was like, all right, I'm looking for you. I know what you look like, obviously. I had it in my head, and I've only told one person about this, but I was going to prank you. There were so many people in this restaurant, and there was actually somebody, I think, sitting with a white hat off to the side in a big group. No, next to a big group, but they were by themselves. And I was going to text you, hey, I'm in a white hat. And I was going to film this happening.
amazing.
Chappy would have loved that.
Yes, I didn't want that to be the only time we ever met. So it was.
There's nothing can offend Ashton.
Well, that was the first thing that came to my mind.
that's
It's also
funny.
the first thing I said to you is that the moment I met you and like you're so grounded. We talked about that word yesterday, grounded, and you learned
I learned.
how it's got two meanings.
Yeah. Today my word was fraggy.
You're so grounded. You're so humble. And you can tell when you watch you can just tell. You can tell when you watch a stream and like how grateful you are when people are supportive. And it's just I don't know. You have an energy about you that is very attractive. I don't mean in an overnight to breakfast sense. I just mean in general. You have a personality that's electric, and just don't ever stop being you.
I appreciate
Despite the
that.
toxicity of whatever the scammers or this community might have, you're an awesome dude, and we're proud to call you a friend. So
Thank you. That means a
Ashton,
lot.
there is no toxicity except your
not in here.
Your hair?
Yeah, well, except for you.
Toxicity.
Would
I don't
love
know.
to hear as much as you're willing to share. And for those that might be listening to this and not watching it, Bull is an anonymous figure. He's usually voiceover only on his videos and live streams on YouTube.
You can tell if you're watching.
He's trusting us with being here in person, and so we're obviously keeping his identity a secret. But however much you are willing to share or can share about why you started doing this, what made you open the channel, and you also told me something really cool about what BullRacksin means and why you called it that.
I can start with that.
Yeah.
So the whole name, the genesis of the name came about. I have a younger brother. He's about 10 years younger than me. And when he was really young, he couldn't, like most kids, they can't say words right. There's a Toby Keith song, a little less talk and a lot more action. He couldn't say that. So whenever that'd come on the radio, he'd say a little less talk and a lot BullRacksin. For years, we gave him a lot of crap about that. And the funny thing is, like, he doesn't know that I do this. They don't know that I use the name or any of that type of stuff. But I did that kind of as a tribute to him. And then I just thought it was a cool name.
Wow.
Yeah.
I used to call Spider-Man Spaster Man when I was a kid. So I should have called you Spaster bitch.
Spatula man. Freaking Spaster.
That's funny.
So you have a brother who's 10, how old?
10 years younger.
My youngest one is 10 years younger than me. Yeah.
Dude, I have a blood brother who's 10 years older than me. And we have because the gap is so big, there is nothing in common. When I was 10, he was 20. We were in 2 different planets.
Right.
How's your relationship with your younger brother?
It's about the same. It's totally different. It was kind of like raising him when he was younger a lot of times, right?
You have your own child.
We have another brother as well. So we all grew up beating the hell out of him. And
3 boys?
Yes. Yeah. So he got to be pretty tough.
So what made you say wake up one day and okay, I'm going to open a channel and I'm going to call scammers? And how did that lead to you being full-time Capricorn partner, freaking demolishing scammers all over the world in record
riding
numbers?
your horses.
Right.
And blading to the store. It makes me laugh every time you say it.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
I don't really have a great reason or story why I started streaming. I started watching Scambaiter, and it's funny because one, I remember this very clearly. I couldn't sleep. I'm an insomniac. I don't sleep a lot. And so I was digging through YouTube. I'm like, I like prank calls, I like that kind of stuff. So I was looking up scammers and things like that. And sure enough, I think Kit Boga popped up first. Mm-hmm. And you guys had done a collab with him and I think Rosie.
Yeah, that's 2018.
It was one of our first collabs,
17,
honestly. That was a long time ago.
I got sucked into this. And then I'm like, okay, these guys got a channel and she's got a channel. And that led me to other ones. And I just, before I knew it, I was consumed with this world. I've had a history with scammers in the past anyways, before I even knew this was a thing. And I used to just to keep them on the phone. I didn't care. And my family thinks that I'm very trolly and I can be very sarcastic. So they love that I had this outlet to talk to random telemarketers that would call and things like that. So
anger management, that's why you get your show. That's why your family was good. You open a YouTube channel, let him be.
That's funny.
So you weren't filming any of those conversations. You were just doing it for fun, and that's kind of how you're like, hey, maybe I should start filming it and get a channel going.
Absolutely. And the channel kind of came about. I remember I was on the phone with a PCH scammer. I had gotten a text now, and the son of a bitch wouldn't stop calling me nonstop for days, and it wouldn't stop ringing. I'm like, holy, this is crazy. And so I'd watched it enough. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to turn this on and see what happens. And boy, those 2 people that came into my stream for the first couple of times it was it was awesome. But you kind of there's a learning curve to it, even with the old man's voice and kind of the little nuances to streaming. It's so different doing this off stream versus on stream.
Yeah.
I'm still learning the streaming part. It's so hard, but I'm glad I did it. It really has opened me up because I'm an introvert, a straight up introvert. But that
was one of the deep conversations we had some deep conversations at our lunch date before the overnight. Before the overnight,
we called it pillow talk.
Pillow talk. You know what? I actually want to kind of sum up what you just said. So you started watching YouTube, right? And you saw amazing Kid Boga, you saw beautiful Rosie, and you saw 2 professionally unprofessional Goombas, and you told yourself, if these clowns, can do it, I can do it. And you open the YouTube channel, just be honest with me.
That's actually would have been a better story. I wish I had thought of that. Oh
my God.
That's
well,
great.
you make the streaming look effortless, which means you're very good at it. Yeah. And you have been since the first stream I ever saw of yours. You would have thought you were a seasoned professional. The way that you... Seasoned. It's like seasoning?
Seasoned, yeah.
Yeah. So just put seasoning on your face.
Yeah.
We're again trying to compliment him and insult you.
That's perfect. What else was new?
You be grounded, I'll be seasoned.
There you go.
You know what? You have voice that you can work on a radio station. You know that? You have really...
Was the old man voice something you had done before?
No.
Or did you create a voice for this channel?
So many people did old people characters, and I don't use a voice changer until recently. I added the old lady, but I don't use that. So I was thinking, okay, I'm not going to keep a scammer on just being this. And we used to mess around. I used to do a lot of other ones that I could do. Now I'm older, so I can't do them. But if you watch some of the old stuff I did when I first started streaming, it was so bad. The old man's voice was terrible. It's hard to listen to for me, but it kind of evolved. And I wanted to make it a little bit more whimsical, a little bit more fun and kind of trolly. And that's how it kind of came out. And it just worked out. It worked out.
The things that come out of your mouth, I'll never forget the first time I heard your mother is a transformer or something when the call was breaking up, and you have a way of slipping those things in there that they don't hear it because it's already so ridiculous. But yeah, I don't know. Your
sense of humor is booming and streaming and screaming every single time
from my family. Everybody picks on everybody. Everybody is very sarcastic, and you have to have a lot of wit to hang around. So I picked up a lot of things when I was growing up, for sure.
Yeah.
Since we cannot talk cities, states, and anything, what is your ancestry? Can we talk about like where you came from? Where your parents came from, or something like something?
Was it Russia? Because your accent,
no,
you could do the accent.
That will be freaking great.
I can talk about where I get this accent from, but
I'm telling you, Ryan.
So
that is nothing to do with ancestry at all. In fact, but no, I just was a kid. I grew up in a very, very rural farming community, and so even to this day, like I live in a city, but if we have to go to the store, it's always, I need to go to town. Everything is go to town. And people laugh at that, but that's what it was. It was 20-minute drive into town, and just farmers and things like that. And I kind of bucked the trend and did the whole college thing, and I did the career thing and all that stuff. But family, it's just normal. I don't think there's anything special to our ancestry.
Were you always into cybersecurity, computery, like all these stuff?
Because you do virtual machine work with the scammers, right?
Yes,
so
how did you learn that?
Is that something you knew already, or did you?
No, I didn't. So that was, in fact, the first 6 months I think I streamed, I didn't use a VM. So I was getting mules a different way. I was really using a lot of manipulation and stuff. And so eventually I'm like, all right, I got to do this. And then I didn't have a fake bank, so I had to get that all set up. So it just kind of evolved over time. I do have some technical background.
Nice.
So that helps. But some of the stuff that people are doing nowadays is so beyond my expertise. It's
when
hard.
we meet like freaking little geniuses like G9 Midnight Operator, and we look at them, and I was like, oh my God, I'm 40 and I feel like I'm a grandpa compared to the way they operate.
Yeah.
New generation growing up on all these gadgets, and it's
So where did your connection with Chappy come in? Gotta talk shit about Chip Chap.
No, we're not talking any shit about Chappy.
Well, I didn't agree to that. I didn't sign that agreement. How long into your streaming, or like, because you guys kind of were working, because she introduced us to you. So I guess as far as I can remember, about you guys were already working together. Maybe not as much as you are now, but how did that happen?
Did she slide in your DM when you slide in her DM?
Did she send you feet pics, or did she ask you for feet pics?
All right, I've got some stories about Chappy.
No, all the tea.
No, it's kind of funny because Chappy's been around the community for a long time. So if you're part of all these chats and things, and then you guys talk about her, different streamers will talk about her. I'm like, that's who I need to be talking to, because I'm getting addresses, I'm getting bank accounts. Like, I need to talk to somebody. I was actually reporting stuff to a different group at the time, and I had been reaching out to Chappy. I don't remember how I was DMing her, but I was messaging, and I tease her about this because she's very protective, is a good word to use, and rightfully so. She's very guarded, and so it took a little bit of time, and then I just started flooding her with stuff like, I'm reporting this, and so finally one day she told me, she's like, I was just gonna get mad I say this, but she's like, you've reported more to me this week than some people will do in a month. Like, it's incredible. How are you getting all this stuff? So that opened the door, and we continued to kind of talk through and kind of build that trust over time.
Relationship.
It's difficult though, because neither one of us go on camera. When we talk, it's always very focused on scambaiting and what's coming in next. Yes. But it was funny because the first time she asked me to do a mule,
I was going to ask you about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that was your first collab ever?
Yeah.
With Trilogy?
Yeah. With anything. Like, I've never done any kind of collabs before.
I'm trying to remember what the first mule was that we did with you. Like, what
feels like we've done.
What was the backstory? Well, that would have been last year.
It was 2023 December.
Okay.
It was right after Thanksgiving, and I had 3 of them. But this is when nobody got one. You ended up getting one. And so
was it a house? We had a house.
I can't remember. It might have been.
It has to be.
It may have been. It must have been a house if I got one, because then we were all trying.
And so I remember Deo, myself, and there were 2 other Scambaiters that were also trying to pitch in on this.
That's right. Right at the end of that year. Yeah.
And so I'll never forget this. This is kind of, I'll fangirl a little bit. We were going to, you guys released it right around Christmas time, and we were going to like a Trans-Siberian concert or something. You guys were premiering at the same time. So I have my phone out and I'm like waiting for this to come on. And there's the first time that it was my old background and stuff, and I heard my voice, I freaked out. Like, I really freaked out. I started getting all these DMs like, oh my gosh, little Bull is doing big things. Like, it was so cool. Like, that was a moment I'll never forget. And I'm so grateful to you guys for letting me do that.
Oh man. I remember what it was. It was the Santa with the guy with the flip-flops.
That's what I thought.
That hopped over the...
Because when you said Christmas, I like,
and we called him back and said that he's hostage.
Yeah.
But we included...
I spit on his fucking car, and you
That's
first...
right.
And you first...
That was the first scooter. So that was the birth of the scooter. That was the first time, because we kept in some of the other scam baiting, because there were other scammers that were supposed to come. So yeah, that was a good house.
Our community embrace you like immediately.
As
like
they
you've
should.
always been here.
Oh, Squad is crazy awesome. Like, they're so nice and welcoming with this stuff. It's
selfishly,
it's awesome.
I think we have the best community viewers group on the entire internet. Like, Squad,
it's
we
awesome.
are so grateful.
It's
but you, I mean, you fit right in. And as soon as I started going through like your scam baits and stuff with the voice, and I was just like, oh man, this is gonna be good.
I remember I was like walking my dog, Ruby Booby, and I was like, all right, let me sit for a second. So I sit down and open YouTube, and I see that you streaming. So I came to your live stream, and you like right in the middle of scam baiting, and you saw me, and you like immediately convert this conversation around me talking to a scammer, like, yeah, my friend, I can fly in the middle. I was like, fucking bull. Dude, I was laughing. It's like you have that entertaining.
Do you have an
personality
background at all?
No, none at all. People
did you do
ask
any
me that.
acting?
No, I did in college one summer. I did have to take like theater 101, drama 101 as a requirement. That's it. That's it.
Oh, it just comes naturally because you're great at it.
Natural 9.
Natural.
Yeah, natural 9.
Do you remember then? Because we've done so many at this point. Do you remember what the first one was that we pulled off with a confrontation that you baited?
I think it was Houston. I think that was the first one because they were
That lady
with Carol.
Correct.
That was the first
With a
one.
fucking
What a way to start!
I think that was the first one that came.
Finger on the trigger, Carol.
Finger.
Right?
Finger your ass.
Because she said her finger was on the trigger.
She was holding fucking her finger.
I remember that.
Houston. Yeah. So that would have been what, June of last year?
Imagine
when
disaster, and I know like it's I don't want to even laugh about this because that can happen or could have happened. Your first collab,
we get
and
shot.
We got shot. Imagine, well, how would you feel? I sent that fucking scammer, and Art showed up with his dick in a box, and he got shot in the dick.
Oh, that was your real introduction to Trilogy. Dick in a box.
Dick in a box.
But it was Chappy's idea, right? Because didn't she say like something about a dick in a box, and we did it anyway? Oh my gosh! If you're surfing the web without a VPN, that ain't responsible.
What's wrong with you?
Surfshark VPN sponsors Trilogy Media, and we are honored to be partnered with them. You should be using a VPN when you browse the web anywhere, but especially if you ever use public Wi-Fi. It's one of the most basic things you can do to protect yourself, and one of the most affordable with Surfshark VPN.
Nowadays, every single time when you travel, if something happened to your relatives or to you in your hospital, you're in a Starbucks, there is always accessible, available Wi-Fi, and that's the quickest way to get scammed. You need to protect yourself.
Whether you're watching this or listening to it, however you're consuming this podcast right now, you connected to the internet to do it. Whether you're streaming it now or you downloaded it before, you connected to the internet. And if you did it on public Wi-Fi, you're especially vulnerable. You should be using a VPN, virtual private network. We believe Surfshark is the best one and the most affordable, especially if you use our link, surfshark.com/trilogy, or use promo code trilogy at checkout. You're going to get 4 extra months on the house just for using that link. 30-day money-back guarantee they back all their products with, which you're not going to need it, but it's there just for peace of mind.
I love the analogy, the way you said about Netflix. Now, if you open one account, your relative, your wife cannot watch on the same account.
Yeah,
you have to
get
open
2 devices.
You have
or
3
devices.
Guess what? When you get Surfshark, you can get 69 devices for one subscription.
Or more. Unlimited.
Unlimited.
All your iPads, iPhones, devices, Android, laptops, TVs, whatever. Connect everything that's Wi-Fi capable.
Yeah.
So you have a VPN. Protect your IP address. Conceal your location and protect yourself from infiltration from, bad actors online. Thank you to Surfshark for sponsoring. Surfshark.com/trilogy. 4 extra months on the house and secure your online life right now.
Yeah, that's
so what's going through your mind? Because I've now only experienced this once by being part of a bust that I'm not physically present for, and it's actually more nerve-wracking to be at home seeing the updates via text than it is to just be there. So I hear from Chappy all the time how she's always freaking out and this and that, and she's like, "Oh, if they kill you, I'll murder you," or if they murder you. So what's it like from that side to kind of pass it off and just not really know what the hell's going on? And
I hold my breath a lot, and there's so many factors that go into it. One is there going to be somebody that shows up, and that communication piece, because I'm two places removed from communicating during that time, because it's really sensitive and there's a lot of moving pieces at that, right? So I try to stay out of the way. When I get the updates, then I'm like, I can breathe. The one you guys did with the USC student, I never forget that one, because it was around my birthday and we were out to dinner, and then Chappy finally called me. She's like, "Okay, I got an update and you'll never believe this." So she's giving me an update after the fact. I couldn't believe it because I felt like crap when I found out that it was an open house.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh God, what did we do?" And then to come to find out, it ended up you guys met with the person. So that was really nerve-wracking.
You and Chappy both need to stop. I tell Chappy this: put this in your ass, Chappy. Stop beating yourself up when they don't show up, or it has nothing to do with you. Like this is just how they operate, and regardless of if they show up or not.
I just enjoy the
process.
Competition. No, process. Yeah, I enjoy the competition because Chappy gonna send 69 scammers, and they 3, 2, or 0 can show up.
She thinks she wins every time, but no.
And they're always fighting who gonna. And then this fucking old fuck with no computer knowledge, no like fucking hacking schmacking. He was like, "I'm Mortimer, like I have money." That's
all I got going for me.
And this motherfucker bring Cashable, and I see messages from Chappy. "You son of a bitch! I worked so hard. The whole team worked so hard."
I would rub it in her face more, but then she gets genuinely down on herself. I'm like, dude, it doesn't matter. I got lucky.
I stop. I was like, all right.
But anyway, she takes it too close to heart. I wish she wouldn't, because it's not her fault. It's not your fault. But the USC was a great one because he was like, we got those videos out of his phone of him smashing safes and stuff. Like
that was so unique to see that too. Yeah,
it made
that was incredible.
Spine tingle when he's going through his phone and I see him like have a hammer and he's like
beating stuff.
You can't say this is your first time. Like it's a hard proof right there.
And you even can see in the video, like when we're passing by, we're driving by, and we can see it was like maybe sign open house or something. Like people,
the door was open.
The door was open.
The door
and
was
stuff.
wide open.
And actually feel like, fuck, it's like open house. Like there is, anyways. And then you can see like cash mule, like freaking sharking around and taking pictures. And I saw he took pictures of our car, parked across of us, and Ashton went outside. He took, and nothing happened. Open house. He got inside, and we're like, all right, fuck. I mean, stood in traffic for 2 hours, got ass fucked, and going back home. And it's getting darker. And then I see this dude parked, relocate, and you already know the body language. You already see the vibe. He parked, and I see he's going to the same fucking open house because he probably don't even know it's open house. Whatever. And
that
he
was
goes,
probably just coincidence.
And he just kind of like on the phone.
And he takes a picture.
And I was like, Ash, that's our guy.
Takes a picture of the house. Yep. And come to find out he took a picture of my car.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Super creepy.
Very creepy.
The fact that you guys got to see that video, though, of them actually opening the boxes and things and actually capture it was incredible because you don't get to see that.
We got lucky. I mean, I think we strongly suggested that he show us those videos, but he willingly did, and he airdropped them to me. So I'm like, all right, that is, it's heartbreaking to watch because that's someone's stolen money, and there's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah,
but
I learned a lesson. I don't anymore. Strongly suggest.
Don't twist ears.
Yeah.
Chappy ever tell you about the unpublished Vegas video?
I've only heard little bits and pieces about it, but I don't know.
There is nothing much. It's just I just strongly suggested with my fingers, maybe. Yeah. Nothing much.
Nothing
Now
much.
we're strongly suggesting do push-ups. They're dropping videos, gaining access willingly.
A little less assault and more about suggestion.
Yeah,
I think is
now-
probably
yeah,
what I've been saying
yeah.
since the beginning.
Yeah, more suggestion.
But it's neither here nor there. That's awesome. Where do you see this going for you? Because again, back on our amazing date, we had some deep conversations about being introverts, and just like I am too. You might not know from watching a live stream, but I am very much an introvert. You talked about the possibility in the future of you maybe being on camera doing it.
Right.
How do you see this for
What
like
is your
the next
end
10
goal?
years? Like, what do you want?
Yeah, I don't know, because even this much has been really overwhelming, and kind of, it's one of those things where when you're in it, you want to sit back and enjoy it, like, wow. And I'm kind of glad it's happening now than when I was younger in my life, because I don't think I would have stopped and really kind of enjoyed like the community embrace and then the impact that you're making with uncovering mules and finding these bank accounts and all that stuff. So that's cool. We'll see if the occasion makes sense and the timing is right. I don't mind being on camera and doing all that stuff. It's just
with no glasses, no like just full face, right?
Right. That could at some point happen.
Yeah.
It just has to be, like I said, the right occasion.
As of today, does your family know what you do for part-time,
this?
like the after hours?
Probably immediate family.
Immediate family, it does, obviously, because there'll be times where I'm screaming at somebody about eating my
Yeah, I can't really keep that a secret.
Hey, what's coming from that bedroom? What the fuck he's doing?
There's a Russian man.
You can imagine all of Chappy's neighbors know what chapsizing is.
And I've got a lot of like weird stuff around the desk that I make the sounds with, right? I don't really use a soundboard too often, except for the horse.
For Larry, yeah.
Yeah, that's not a real
And the
horse.
blades.
Do you live in a house?
Yeah, okay,
that's good.
Yeah,
That's
so,
good. Please, because when we with this fucking Goomba, professional Goomba, when we started our channel, we live on the
Scammer
top.
versus air horn in an apartment. You can imagine how that went over.
We actually, so we lived on third floor, top floor, and I run into neighbor who already moved out, who live below us, right below us. And we kind of like talk and blah, blah, blah. And he said, and I already know that how I want to ask. And I was like, hey, how's the community? He was like, yeah, community is great. And I was like, how's your neighbors? Any noises? He was like, well, there is a fucking 2 dudes live above me playing video games every single day, screaming, yelling, like all this stuff.
And what's funny is
like,
we never once played video games. It was game night live streams.
Bowling, we were great.
Oh my
Darts,
God.
dude. Oh my God, we destroyed
Well,
that.
that was back in the collab days of the Kid
Rosie
Boga,
and Kid
Rosie
Boga.
one that you talked about. Yeah.
Scammer movie quotes.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my
That
God,
was
that
our
was-
first viral video, really.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of.
We will go, me and Ashton will go out on a town with negative $69 in our ass, scramble anything that we can, buy the cheapest booze that we can find, and we will sit down and we will go through thousands of ideas. What do we need to do? Like what possibly can go viral? Like what could be possibly successful? And the majority of things, again, like you throw,
And
nothing
scam
sticks.
dating was a completely different space in
Yeah.
2017 than it is now. But
And we always treat it, again, if we're not hackers, we're not this, but we have our personalities. We in entertainment, business, filmmaking, let's do like online practical jokers, like with
Right.
jokes and stuff and kind of.
Your guys' content is very unique that way. And that's what I mean by organic. And that not too many people would prank their friend and take them to an actual police station. Okay.
what an asshole.
Wow, you watched that video.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah. That was,
Yeah.
Wow, that's how the name Weasel
What
was.
a
Yeah,
dick.
was
You're such a dick. You know
good.
that?
Yeah. I brought you to the police station so you can put me in prison.
I wish I had have. Speaking of pranks, Chappy
Pranks.
got you recently,
Oh,
right?
shit.
Can we hear that story?
Is that
Never-
last year?
I don't think it's ever happened. It'll never happen.
But it happened.
Okay, all right.
It's a new prank or it's
No,
from
no,
what-
no,
It's
it's
the
the-
one when it
The live stream one,
Yeah,
right?
live
But
stream.
I want to hear it from your side.
We do work a lot, and I have to travel sometimes for work for my real job. And it was late, and I think I had actually done like an after dark stream because I'll do them sometimes if
I've noticed you've been streaming on TikTok at like 1 a.m.
Sometimes, yes.
I'm like, who are you? What scammers are answering?
Usually Nigerian scammers and stuff.
Which
like
ones?
That. Nigerian scammers will still answer.
I scroll TikTok and he's live at like I'm going to bed.
Dude, I deleted TikTok a long time ago. I don't even fucking watch that shit.
You're smart. You're smart.
Thank you. I watch on YouTube.
Thank you.
Well, I watch him. Anyway, I'm sorry. We interrupted.
So Nigerian scammers.
Yeah,
late night
you'll get a
streams,
PCH, sleepy PCH every now and then, but you only go on for a little bit. Just if I've got a lot of return calls or something to make, very randomly we'll get on there and do that. Yeah,
but the prank you were streaming
what
late.
happened with the prank?
Back to the prank. Yeah, so it was late. All of a sudden, I start getting a call, and I'm like, why am I getting a call right now? And I answered, I'm half asleep. You're live. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm literally in bed.
Sleeping.
Thank you. Like the laptop shut. Everything's put away. No, dude, look. And sent me a picture. She thought she was so smart, right? She had this picture of me being live of the stream and stuff like that. So you guys know the prank. You've heard it all. But what really got me, she was very convincing with it. And I was very trusting, a little bit naive. I don't know her that well yet. And she got me really good. Like I literally swear to God, was checking my phone. Like I was sneaking around. I'm the only one where I'm at. It's pitch dark. And I'm looking at my phone. I'm opening the laptop just a little bit. And this didn't make it on there, but I literally did talk to the laptop. I'm like, if anybody's out there, can you message me? Am I live right now? I whispered something like that to the freaking thing. Like it was so stupid. It was so dumb.
So funny.
But I was, she got me.
Well, I think what gave her the idea, I could be misquoting this, but I think it's like she had it on her TV before when you were live and hadn't refreshed it. So it still showed you were live even though you weren't. So she took a picture of that.
She's like, no, I see you.
Golden opportunity.
Oh, that was so good.
We need to plan. I actually owe a lot of people prank backs. You were first and foremost.
Dude, and then she pulled Dale on us.
Yeah, that was great.
That was a good one.
Motherfucker.
I was on the floor.
Well, they got you too.
Yeah, I know, but I embrace it, dude.
That was one of those pranks. I remember exactly where I was when she told me, get on here right now and watch this. I'm like, okay, what's going on? And so I had an idea something was up. And then your face when that all went down. And then he's like, it's Deo. It said something about Chappy. And you just keep going with it. You're so mad.
He was so into this.
I didn't hear it.
It was fantastic.
That one.
And they put like such an amazing,
he sold it so well.
Extreme heavy accent.
Like plug noise. And then at one point he says it's Deo and I didn't hear it. I just kept yelling because I thought it was a scammer that watched a lot of our videos and knew that we did a lot of like chapsizing. And so he was trying to pit Chappy against me. I thought that was just a scammer tactic to get a rise out of me. And it was working. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go off on this motherfucker. I'm not going to listen. And then he had to scream it at me. It's like, it's me. And then I immediately felt terrible. I'm like, I take back everything I just said. Yeah, I'm sorry.
He turned around. I'm already out of service. I'm freaking.
So we need to plan the most epic prank back on her. And we will.
I'm in for that. I'm totally in for that.
Yeah, and then you too.
No.
Bitch.
No.
I don't know Art well enough. I don't want to play it, but he's nice to me. He said nice things about me at the beginning.
God.
You see that?
Yeah.
I said only one thing, but when I said...
but you didn't have pillow talk, so like we have this connection.
There's a good bond there. Does your old man character have a name?
I rotate different
Changes
names.
it around.
So I'll be Oscar Mayer, Chuck Norris.
Can we have Morty and the old man have a conversation?
I literally thank you.
That's the content that people want. Morty and your old man have a conversation.
Hey, what are you doing on my phone here?
It's not your phone.
It's my phone.
It's
I'm
not your
looking
phone.
at my phone
Who
here.
pays the bill?
God damn it. I'd show you the bill, but you're too blind. You wouldn't believe me if I showed it to you here.
Stop using that against me, asshole.
Well, you need to get your face fixed, and then you can see someone is in front of you, you dick.
Face, I wear a mask.
That's the problem, is no one can see your ugly ass or your ugly fucking face here.
I'm going to put my Russian friend on you.
All right, don't you dare threaten the weasel snake on me here. He got me once, he won't get me twice.
Мужики, здорово, что происходит здесь?
Son of a
Что это, блядь, здесь такая... Дедушка, hello, дедушка, что такое?
Chappy, I wet myself. I need you to clean it now, lady. See ya later, bitches.
Yeah, something like that.
We got to do some duo calls at some point.
It would be fun.
That will be
a lot of fun.
Would be good.
Yeah.
So you got a little of both. You got the old man and the Russian.
Yes.
And you and I have one of each.
Perfect.
I can't do Russian, and you've never done old man. So
Yeah.
it's perfect.
So he's perfect,
Yes,
basically.
he's a perfect mix of the two of us.
I am their love child.
Which other scam baiting channels do you watch?
I'll be honest with you. I watch everybody.
Everybody.
I really do. It's hard because so many go on at the same time.
Yeah.
So I'll kind of pick and choose and jump
Really
around.
exploded
as I
over
need
the
to.
last 5
It's
years.
a lot of
like,
yeah, there's a lot.
of them.
But
Which is good.
It gets hard to watch though everybody because between now I'm streaming so much and then trying to do a lot of stuff off stream with Chappy and you guys and stuff. It's hard to get in there and really pay attention. I also don't want to mimic anything, so I don't want to accidentally, because you see enough stuff, you don't want it to get in your head. I want everything I do to really be like
Me.
come from my warped
Personality
brain.
from your
Yeah.
stuff.
So I try to make it as original as possible. It's hard, there's a lot of duplication and stuff, but at some point we'll see. I don't know if streaming is a long-term. You asked about long-term. I don't know if streaming will be my forever thing, but I love scam baiting. I love this investigative part of it and all of that good stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you watch, besides scam baiting, what are the other YouTubers or channels that you like?
I'll doom scroll on TikTok sometimes. I need to delete it myself, but I like anything that's prankish. I like pranks and scaring and watching people's reaction to being scared.
Who are some of your favorite creators that do stuff like that? Because I came from a similar kind of inspiration too before I ever did any scam baiting. I liked that kind of harmless but really funny kind of social.
Jack Vale with farts.
Yeah, I don't think I have a favorite. Well, I'll kind of just jump around. I don't really follow anybody specific. I watch a lot of sports when I don't do this. Really heavy into sports,
Nice.
which can be
What
good.
sport?
All sports. I'm a big baseball guy. I love basketball.
Who's your teams?
I
You don't want to say because it's going
yeah.
to reveal where he came from.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
that's
Okay.
true. Yeah.
I got to leave that one out of there. We'll talk after this.
Yeah. By the way, game fucking 7.
Nuggets?
No. Nuggets actually came close to, they won yesterday. Nuggets.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Hope they pull that off.
What would be your dream collab? If you can choose anybody, any channel in the world, or any content creator,
Or not even a person, just like a style of video that you'd want to make, or be a part of.
It's a good question because I don't make videos. I'm not an editor. I don't have that creative gene. I've tried to put
you do
a few
though
videos.
in your way, which
I appreciate
which is
that.
really good.
I really love working with you guys and working with Chappy. That's been awesome. I haven't really thought about who would be really fun. I think really highly of Pleasant Green. I like his stuff.
Good dude.
I love Deo to death. I've gotten to talk to him a few times. There's so many. I'm going to miss people, so I don't want to
no. Don't name everybody. Yeah, but no. That's,
But I'm down with doing that with a lot of people just because it's so much fun.
how many hours a week, or I guess what's your scam bait schedule like? Because it feels like every single time I'm talking to Chappy via text, she's like, "I'm baiting with Bull. I'm baiting with Bull." Like when you're not streaming, you're baiting all the time. I don't even know how you have time for everything else in your life.
I don't know if I should talk about this because I don't want to get in trouble, fired, but
man.
That's you don't have to name hours.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess
no,
just
but
how much per week do you think that
we
you're?
do spend a lot.
Yeah.
Because even it'll be morning, oh my gosh, there's 10 scammers that are hitting us from yesterday, so we got to get on a follow up with all of those. And as you know, we have some very unique methods right now that we're working through that you guys have featured in some of your videos. And so that takes time to get that stuff done. But throughout the day, we'll sprinkle in as much as we can. And then in the evenings until somebody's got to do something. So it's a lot.
We obviously won't reveal any tactics or any specifics about how these things are done. But I would say that you and Chappy together have not even just unique, but literally a one-of-a-kind, could potentially be patented structure of getting scammers to do certain things that they would normally never do. And it only works when it's the two of you tag teaming the bait. And you guys are so good at it. And, when you're watching a
Completing each
YouTube
other.
video that's cut down for time, but you're not seeing the 18 other unused hours of scam baiting that led up to that moment. And having gotten to listen to a lot of that, it's fascinating how you guys in such a short time have dialed in such a, you guys call it lockstep, but just however you want to call it, but just a perfect formula that you're somehow finding a way to evolve as they evolve. You know, the scammers are changing their tactics too because of you guys, really.
It's interesting, and we have to change our tactics sometimes too, and we kind of have to evolve with whatever is thrown our way. But it is unique, and it does take a lot of being in sync. And I think us working together so much has helped make that possible because we can feed off each other. We're not in the same room. We're not on camera. We're not looking at each other. So we have to really hone in on what the other one's doing or saying to make that stuff work. But it's been very rewarding. There's a lot of stuff that has never seen the light of day yet.
Yeah.
I think people will be really excited to see that one day.
Chappy gets mad at me every time because anytime there's something really cool like that, like I want the world to see it. Like that is so cool like that. But then it's like, I get it. I see it from both sides. I'm like, she gets mad. She's like, don't show how we did that because then we can't do it again. I'm like, I get it. But at the same time, if no one sees it, then they're no one, you know. So anyway, her and I argue about that.
Like
on the
delivery company?
On the daily, yeah.
Fan?
She got so mad that I publicized the courier company. But I was like, this is part of, like, this is fine. Anyway, I made her a new courier company and no one knows the name of it. Well, Bull does. But anyway, but she never uses it anymore, probably because she's mad at me for exposing the first one.
Well, you guys get to handle all that stuff.
I just get to talk. That's the nice part about it, right?
So it doesn't really,
I love it.
Doesn't impact me.
Hey, everybody. I'm so sorry right now that all this amazing podcast has to be stopped. But there is a reason. We want to warn you. We want to tell you something. And something is who we're so grateful for. It's Incogni.
Despite the unusable introduction to this sponsorship integration, this episode is sponsored by Incogni. We are honored to be partnered with them. Thank you to Incogni for sponsoring. They sponsor our content at Trilogy Media, and I have lost my co-pilot. Incogni, it's a service that automates. It's a service that automates. What have you fucking done to my brain? This is all going to stay in now.
I have my IRL.
It's been a long
what is
day.
It called? SMR.
It's been
SMR.
a
Fucking
long
dude,
day,
I'm crying.
a long
you
week.
Fuck me.
We are.
I'm supposed to have my own
But
shit.
here's the full circle. I'm going to try to find a way to loop this to logic here. Just stop. We get to make content. Not just full-time, double full-time, 100+ hours a week we're putting into this stuff. And we're able to do it because of the people that watch us and support our content and our sponsors. That's the cold, hard truth, despite this disaster over here.
What I was trying to tell
Stop whispering. It's driving me crazy.
No, what I was trying to tell every single one of you, if you're listening to this podcast, everything that you ever have done online, it has food. Talk. Food. Steps.
Food stamps.
Footsteps.
Footprints, I think, is what he's trying to say.
Footprints.
What I'm trying to say is that Incogni is a very affordable and amazing service that automates data removal requests. So if you were to open an account right now, just for the sake of you seeing how many data brokers, or what they're called, have your personal information, they either have it, are storing it, or are selling it without you even knowing about it. And most of these companies you've probably never even heard of. This is called data harvesting. It happens all around you every single day. And there are things you can do about it. You can go to each one individually and request them to remove your data, and they probably will. Yeah. But that's going to take years because there are thousands of them. Incogni automates it for you. One account with Incogni, they will get to work automatically. You don't have to do shit. You just sit back, relax, and Incogni will send you weekly update reports of how many brokers have been contacted, been notified, been requested to remove your data, how many are complete, how many are pending, all of that good stuff.
I mean, you have to do shit. You have to open your email and see that all these 69,000 people been working for you.
Here's the only thing you have to do is click the link and start. And you get a huge discount by using our link here at Trilogy. 60% off. That's 60. Incogni.com/Trilogy, or use promo code Trilogy at checkout. Take back your personal information. It's in your hands to take it back. Incogni makes it easy, affordable, and automated. Incogni.com/Trilogy. Thanks again for sponsoring. 60% off. Let's talk more about food stamps.
No, money back guaranteed.
Yeah.
Like, if for any reasons you don't think, thinking like, I'm going to try it, I'm going to return it. Well, try it, bitch.
Get it.
There is that option. Yeah, do it. Yeah, 30 days money back. You won't need it, but it's still there.
I tried it.
Legally.
I had an open mind. Yep. And that was like 6 years ago, and I still have it. So
6 years later,
wow,
still
Incogni.
Incogni.
And it saved me literally. It tells you in the updates like over 1,000 hours of work.
It's crazy that when you take that 60% off yearly from yearly subscription, it's going to be a couple bucks. It's like literally
It's worth it.
worth it.
If you value your time, it's worth it. Trust me. Incognito.com/trilogy.
Which I'm
Would
grateful
you
for.
see yourself, and what would it take for you to quit a day job and do this full time? Have you thought about it?
Yeah, I've thought about it. It would be really tough right now just because financially that's probably the biggest step. I have people that depend on me.
Of course.
So that is probably the biggest barrier. Other than that, I love doing this. Like every second that I'm not working, I don't have family stuff, it's spent doing this literally. And the time goes by so fast. I actually have a true passion for doing this. I really do.
When you said that you insomniac and you have you don't sleep a lot, right?
Right.
So what would be, is that always been like that in your life
Yes.
since you were the kid?
Yeah. I'm a night owl.
I'm same dude, same shit. Like when we used to live with this fuckface,
Oh, wow.
we will literally, I will knock on his door. I will knock on his door
I
like
used to
3
be a night
in the
owl, yeah.
morning. And I was like, all right, get your shit together. I get bottle of wine. Let's sit down. Let's talk about what we need to do.
One bottle of wine?
And until fucking sunrise. And that will be every single day. And I'm kind of like still, not until sunrise, obviously, but for me to go to sleep when so much stuff happening, and especially we have team in Mexico, we have team in Russia with designers. So there is always people messaging you globally when it's a day in different parts of the planet.
And scammers.
And scammers,
Right,
exactly.
as you know.
So on average, how many hours are you getting
Sleep?
sleep?
Probably 5 to 6 hours. I try to get that in. Otherwise, you can't function. Like there's been times where I've wanted to stream and I'm like, I'm so tired and it'll fall flat. And you can feel that
You can
energy,
feel that
right?
there
If
is
you don't have
energy.
that energy, you don't want to go on.
Streaming is very draining,
It is.
right?
It is super draining.
I compare it to driving on a road trip. You're not doing anything physically daunting, but your mind after hour 8 or 9 of a road trip just starts to shut down because you're fucking mentally dead. And the streaming is a similar effect for me, at least.
I was being a kid in theater, right? You go to a theater and same stuff. You have a play, and if it's a play for like 2 hours, and you have whatever the audience in front of you, you have to hold this audience. You cannot just fucking sit down and do nothing.
Right.
It's like all attention on you, and it's just like after these 2 hours, you take your t-shirt and you squeeze, and there is a full bucket of sweat.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. It is very draining. And you guys have the extra pressure if you have these things up all the time, right? I don't. So I don't have to worry that my hair is combed a certain way or any of that type of stuff. So there's a little less, and I can be looking at one screen but still be on mic.
That's never stopped me from looking like a shit show,
Yeah, there is a truth in there.
I mean,
well, you guys, add the pressure of eating hot sauce or scorpion tails and freaking rabbit foot. I don't know what you guys eat.
Is there a rabbit foot?
I don't know.
unless I blocked it out.
Did you eat something? Rabbit lips?
We had to we've had other lips. We've had pig lips. Never do that again.
We
Have
had
ideas to eat.
marinated.
That was part of the struggle of having started a channel and a brand and already invested 100% into it prior to COVID. COVID comes, you have to find a way to continue the show.
Right.
And find a way to stay above water when you just signed a 2-year lease in a commercial office space in one of the most expensive cities in the world 8 weeks before COVID happened. We had to find ways to make it work.
We stream 6 to 7 days a week, and sometimes twice, but definitely from Monday to Saturday. I will stream so fucking much, and Ashton will be editing so much that I will wake up in the middle of the night, right? And I will walk from my bedroom to the restroom, and I'm still sleeping, but I'm not fucking sleeping, but I'm sleeping. And when I walk, I give shout-outs to Squad. And this is...
Thank you for the super chat.
Yeah, thank you for the super chat, and this $20 away from a spin, and we do well, that little walk between my bed to fucking restroom. I'm literally, that's how you know that you overdo things.
Yeah.
I said, Ashton, we need to find a way to stream less. I'm zombie, dude. I'm streaming when I'm sleeping, and when I'm not sleeping, I'm streaming.
Man.
I'm fucking streaming. Everybody, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's like,
It's
you
a
know,
lot.
I don't think I've been that bad. I have answered the phone once as the old man for work by mistake. That happened. Hello.
That's
So I had to be, that was not funny. So I had to,
I think it's funny.
I had to explain that, or explain my way out of that. And then
Should have just stuck with it.
I've dreamt about it one time and woke up thinking I was in the middle of like a scam bait. But nothing like that. I'm not shouting people out.
That's so funny.
It's good. Hey, I think like everything in life, and especially when you said the older you get, I'm so happy it's happening to us right now at our age, at our experience. Like when you're young, you can you can get reckless, you can get, like fucking diva, you can get
You can twist ears.
You can do a lot of things, but with experience, you enjoy the process. And I think now, like when we have, everything is organized, everything is like, at least we know the turf. Back in the days, it was like, all right, we're going on a bus, what's going to happen? Now, at least we have like 5-10 options, what might happen, right? But we already know this camera can tell you like, I don't fucking speak English. This is this. And the cops would not even show up. And you already kind of like know what you're dealing with. But when we started, it was like, what's happening?
Right.
It's never been done before. And you just try and learn as you go. And then you learn your way, because nobody doing this. You put this video on YouTube and everybody like, holy shit, the most unprofessional buff ever. Have you done this before? Have anybody done this before? No.
It's freaking amazing.
It's just amazing.
You already have over 265 videos, according to YouTube, just since the channel opened February 10th, 2023. So that would have been the same year that we did the beginning of the year 2023, joined end of 2023. We almost got shot in Texas, which is always good.
Yeah. Dude, you've been 2 years? It feels longer.
No, I think it would have been last year. That would have been 2024.
For what?
For the one in Houston? Is that what you're asking?
Oh, yeah. What was the other one we talked about? The Christmas when they didn't shot.
That was
Sorry,
December
I got
23.
it backwards.
That's okay.
So 1 year ago, we almost got shot in Texas. So it's still a good time to get shot in Texas.
Great.
Oh, you're killing it, man. Over 3,500 subs. It's so cool. Yeah, that's the bottom. Yeah.
Join February 10, 2023.
Do you? I know you said like you don't edit and stuff, but do you have a desire to do more like video content, or do you prefer the live streaming aspect, or are you only streaming because you don't edit or don't want to edit? Or I guess what is your vision creatively as the channel continues to grow?
It's a good question. I love live streaming because I don't have to edit and I can just be myself, and whatever comes to me, nothing's pre-planned, nothing's pre-scripted, right? So I have to play off whatever comes my way from the scammer or whatever I'm feeling or whatever mood I'm in that day. So I like that aspect, and that's what all those videos are on my channel. It's almost all live stream stuff, but editing is so hard. It's time consuming. And I have so much respect for anybody that does that type of stuff. It's really hard to do. And I don't think I have the creative knowledge to be able to do something worthwhile, especially when I don't come on camera. There's not a lot of value in that, in my opinion. It's just me talking. So eventually, if there's time on screen or there occasion, like I said, if there's the right way, it would be great to do something like that. But I've always viewed myself as not a main character. I like to be an asset, or I like to be a help or an assist. And that's why I love collabing with people that
Team player.
Yeah, I love doing that type of stuff because I can't put 100% of my time into it. But if I can help somebody else get that extra little edge,
it feels like you do, because you churn out more results than some other people that do put 100% of their time. Like you whatever limited time you have left over from the rest of your life, you find a way to make it impactful.
I appreciate that. And I attribute a lot of it because you guys have been great. Every time I come into your chat, you guys always shout me out. You go way above and beyond. You guys have included me in so many things.
Well, that's the way it should be.
I mean, how can you not? It's like you...
Sometimes people get so like protective and... I don't know. People do what they do, but we think that people that deserve it, and you are at the top of that list. And it's being humble and being just cool.
It's unfortunately that a lot of content creators, and it's like same stuff in the filmmaking industry. It's kind of like, if you A-list actor, you don't want to interact with B-C list actors, and you want to stay with your clout, with your entourage.
Every community has shitheads, no matter what.
And it's like, if I'm big channel, I only do things with a big channel. I need to get something in return, so I'm gonna go for even more big channel. It's like, if you're good dude and you're doing great work, like what the fuck?
Yeah,
it's all about relationship, friendship. and doing amazing job. You're doing something that we cannot do. We're doing something that others cannot do. And we just put these together. Perfect, like me coming from basketball, it's a team sport.
Right, exactly.
And that's why we like so perfectly work. There are things I don't even know what the fuck he's doing, but he's doing amazingly. He look at me, you don't even know what I'm doing. And you put all these together, fucking dream team.
Yeah, it works.
And the final result speaks for itself. The person got arrested, this, and so on. Have you consider if in the future you're gonna dedicate more time for your videos to hire an editor and make videos out of those live streams?
If there was value in it, I could see doing something like that. The hard part is, and I mean, you guys know this, it's hard to generate a lot out of this. Like, right, it's a small community, but Mike's community has been so supportive. Like, they've knocked it out of the park, way more than I could ever expect.
The herd.
Yeah.
I love it.
And because I do this kind of as a side thing and it's not my main, I've never really put a lot of focus into that. But if there was an opportunity to do this and it would help somebody, or it would be, not necessarily for the content aspect of it, but if it made a difference in doing something, I would definitely consider doing that. Just hasn't come across.
Have you ever been recognized by your voice? Like if you're a grocery store or anything, and
never.
then you all of a sudden paying for your fucking meal, and you're like, "Yo, old man, excuse me, little lady, I just need $2.99."
This isn't even my real voice. I talk differently in real life. No, I'm just kidding.
Shit, he got us.
Is your decision and your choice to be anonymous, does the fear of scammer retaliation play a factor into that, or is it strictly logistical just with your other parts of your life?
A little bit. Like, I've been threatened. We all have, right? I'm going to be shot in the head, or I'm going to be killed, hit, whatever. That stuff has been said to me multiple times. When I first started Scambaiter, even before streaming, that kind of like spooked me a little bit. Like, oh my God. But there's ways to protect yourself. To be anonymous to the scammer so much. I'm not really worried about that part of it. Otherwise, I wouldn't do shit with you guys. We've done some pretty crazy stuff. But, luckily, I always get called out as Trilogy Media, so they're not coming looking for me.
He was like, "You want to kill me? Yeah, I'm Trilogy. Go find those two Goombas in LA."
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, you want me to be Morty or the Russian guy? Like, you can be either one. But in all seriousness, like, I don't really get worried about that. I think it's protecting my family because I don't want to bring any of that stuff into it. And then also, just my real life stuff. I kind of want to keep it separate as much as I can. But at some point, it'll probably happen, but I'm hoping not in the near future.
But you see, that's how we know, and scammers know, that you're smart enough, because they said they want to shoot you in the head. When it comes to Ashton, scammers are always like, "I want to shoot you in your dick." I want to shoot you in your ass. Wow. You see, they don't even target his brain.
Thank you.
See, it's
Thank
kind
you
of
so much. It's incredible.
But with compliments.
It's just, your own flavor of compliment. I see.
Squad, the love here is real in person as much as it is what you see on stream.
Banter is
love.
always real.
That's why
it's like Jim
I
Browning.
was just gonna say that. The first time we met Jim, he was like, I thought that your guys' bickering was all put on for the camera.
Yeah.
But I'm like, no, he really does drive me fucking
I said, I genuinely cannot stand this fucking guy. And Jim, he was like, he spent literally a few hours, and then he came to our live stream. He was in the back, and then he saw before live stream, during live stream, and after live stream. And when everything was over, we went for a drink, and he was like, "You guys generally don't like each other." I was like, "No, we don't." He was like, "Fuck, I thought it's staged for TV." I was like, "No, fuck this guy." I was like,
You should read our Slack messages.
"Oh,
I'll never post them because it's private, but it's like,
yeah, you signed NDA, bitch."
We do go at it. You should see our text messages to each other.
I can imagine.
Oh my God.
But I think that's why this works, because when you work with somebody so closely for that long, you develop more than just a working relationship. You're family.
We've been through everything.
I was
Like
gonna say,
literally
right?
everything together.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things, if you spend that much time with someone, they're going to drive you up a wall. But like, you'd also take a bullet for them. There's nothing I would change as much as I would change.
It's weird when there is no text messages from these bastards.
He misses me. He
And,
won't admit it,
I
but he
see
misses
my
me.
phone, like yesterday, I opened my phone, and miraculously,
miraculously,
froggy, fucking froggy, miraculously, He's not asking anything from me. There is nothing. There is fucking there is no demands. There is no.
Wow.
There is fucking nothing. I was like,
wow.
what a fucking perfect evening.
Wow.
Bitch not texting me something. I'm like, it's good.
Wow. Yeah, well, that's how you know when I'm in the cave editing something. You just won't fucking hear from me for a little while.
Oh, this is crazy. What do you have in mind?
If you could be involved with any Trilogy Media video that has been posted, which one would you pick? If you could like put yourself in that video with the guys without a mask, which video would you choose?
I think I know the answer.
Ear twisting?
Yeah. I don't know. I've never seen that one. So maybe
no one
not.
has.
Maybe not.
Chappy.
Yeah. That's a good question. One of the ones that stands out to me was when you guys were in Florida and the dude invited you into the house.
Oh.
And the weapon came into play. That was super
It's funny.
scary.
I was talking to E about this yesterday.
Who is he? Here we go. Now you said it
Because
right.
after that Florida video, we made a rule that we never go inside the house again.
You said that on the podcast, I believe.
Yeah,
and then I hear some.
But on Wednesday of this week, we broke that rule. But
it was quick.
It was an in the moment decision. I think it was the right one. It was fine. It was a very different circumstance. But it was just interesting because in that moment I was like, "Oh, we said we wouldn't do this." And
the dude was a threat.
I'm inside
his
his
house.
He
was not a threat to
no,
us.
I mean it was a different situation.
Different situation.
It's just interesting how things can change.
Art was threatened, and he was looking at the protein in Florida. That just describes it perfectly.
Yeah,
I'll shoot you guys, and he's looking at the whey.
I was
protein.
like, all right, whey protein, 22 grams. Maybe I can make a smoothie before you're gonna shoot my
Bullshit.
Imagine he's coming back from fucking shotgun and I'm shaking his fucking protein in the kitchen.
Fuck.
He was like, dude, just because of that, I'm gonna shoot only Ashton.
Wow.
Yeah. He was like, dude, let's go work out.
Push up.
Yeah.
Fucking bullshit.
He had it planned out.
I actually thought that you're gonna say Patricia video.
Yeah, maybe.
That was
the
year prior though.
And that was Chappy involved.
Yeah. That was the first time.
Yeah.
I think we did something with Chappy. One of the first. That was right at the end of 22. Yeah, that was in the end of 22. That was the first time I think we collabed with Chappy.
Were you ever scammed before? Or are you just like messing with scammers?
I've had very, very close relatives that have been scammed.
So there's a little mission to it that you're like, I want to get back to them, or is it just you find it fun? Or just helping others?
That's a good talking point too. I find it fun to be able to stream and kind of troll at them and stuff like that, but there's always an underlying mission to doing it. I always want to make sure that there's a purpose to me getting on with this guy for 3-4 hours or 6 months. I've had baits that have gone on 6 months before. And so I always want to make sure that I keep in mind the bigger goal of it. It's not, like I said, I'm not a content creator, but that will enter my mind sometimes. Like, I remember this happened to my family member. This could happen to anybody. And it does stick out when I do this stuff. I do think about that every time.
When you have that circle of people who knows what you really do, do you get a lot from family members? Yo, is it fake or real? Like, coming to you with questions and opinions and
I had a family member, we were driving and they were like, I don't know why I'm getting charged from PayPal. I'm like, stop. So I said, I'm going to prove something to you. So I called up the number on speaker, hello, this is PayPal, whatever. And I'm like, I said, I'm not going to talk to you for a long time. I just want you to prove to the person next to me that you're just scamming. This is all a bunch of bullshit. Can you? And then the guy's like, then why are you calling here if you already know, sir? That was it. So that's happened before. There are people that know I do this, and they will send me a thing like, is this real or is this fake? So it's a lot of pressure. It's kind of like if you say you work on a computer at your office, then everybody thinks you're an IT expert.
Right,
fix this, fix that. So I do get some of that, but
have you ever
the amount of neighbors that will come to me, my baristas, the one who knows what we doing at Trilogy Media, same stuff.
They come to you for advice?
Yeah, fuck yeah, bitch.
Weird.
I would not come to you for advice, a little shit.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah. So they will come and like, hey, what about this PayPal? What about this email? What about this? I have at least 3 neighbors came to me in a dog park and they're like, yo, we got scammed. We tried to buy a puppy and we end up being in Inglewood.
Yeah.
Fucking, we already sent money, and when it's time to receive puppy, there is fucking nothing. Can you do any investigations? Like a lot of neighbors with
You get a lot of those with the puppies coming
There's
out.
a lot of puppy
Talk
scams,
about-
yeah. Have you ever had a moment or an interaction with a scammer or a victim or anything, or just something that was just like too much, like emotionally, or you're just like, fuck this, like this is, you know, have you ever had like a moment like that where it's just like, this is too real or too heavy, or, you know,
Not with the scammer, but with victims,
Yeah.
yes. I've, even before I was working with Chappy, I had one situation where I was on the phone with the scammer, and in the background, you could hear them talking to somebody else. And from that conversation, I could hear them, they named an address. And it was just really creepy is that it ended up being not too far from where I live. So I had to make a decision. Like, I'm not going to go there. By the time I get there, it's going to be too late. But they wanted to deposit money into a Bitcoin machine. I could hear all of this, and I'm trying to keep the guy on, but still listen to what's going on. I was able to call the store, and sure enough, the guy shows up. He wouldn't talk to me. The person at the register was trying their best to like, hey, you know, talk to this person. Anyways, that was one of the first times I dealt with that, and calling the police and then having to make a decision. Okay, do I stay anonymous or do I, you know, give my real information? How do I explain what the hell I'm even doing and how I know this?
Yeah.
It was really tough. And that one sat with me for a long time. But I think that helped prepare me for some other conversations I had down the road
in the future.
But it can get heavy.
Yeah.
Because you talk about people being scammed and then they'll reach out to you. It's after the fact, it's kind of hard to do anything.
Yeah. Well, I hold the belief strongly that talking to victims is infinitely harder than talking to scammers.
100%.
Especially
I don't
after
know
they
how
got
Chappy does
scammed.
what she does. I know she spends a tremendous, and she's, you know, she spends her whole life doing this, but isn't like a content creator. Like she doesn't have a channel. Like she doesn't do that side of things. So, but she spends so much time talking to people that are either mid-scam or have been scammed. Like, it's a lot rarer for us to do that. I mean, when we're involved, and obviously we'll talk to victims, but like, it's fucking hard. And Chappy tells me that one of the first times that she saw our work that made her want to work with us was when you and I did that trip.
I just about to say
That cross-country trip
Bombir,
to talk to like 3 different victims across the country to try to get a statement, because that's all the police said that they needed to prosecute this little fuck.
Yeah, back in the days, we believed that police can help.
And I was down in the dumps emotionally after failure number 69, and you pulled me up out of it, and we kept going, and we got something. But like, she saw that, and she's like, "Wow, that's what I need." Like, but like, she does that part of it full time. Yeah, where that was just an isolated event for us.
Driving from state to state, talking to somebody who already got scammed, and you try to convince them to make a statement, and then family members will scream at you. They call police on you, and you're like, I just need a statement. This statement can literally just put the whole call center.
And it's infuriating because you're the negative side of your brain wants to say, well, why was it so easy for the scammer to convince you to do this? But I'm trying to convince you to do something that's actually real, and you won't listen. But I don't know.
We got one.
I'm not
out of 7 states, 7 different victims. We got only one.
Believe it or not, I'm not a patient person by nature.
No fucking way.
You didn't know that?
Thank you for letting me know.
You're welcome.
I thought you
something
new.
New discovery about me.
You fucking discovery.
So yeah, and the same goes for the predators, and like having Courtney decoying and people that are doing the decoying and taking the time to fucking, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's there's a lot of dark corners of this work that can present themselves. So yeah, I don't know how you do it.
That's it. But again, everybody has like,
that's why we bring light and jokes so much, because if you don't, it's like, fuck, like I can't live in this space all the time.
That's why when fucking we'll call Glendale PD, a 911 emergency. Hey, I'm with Trilogy Media. Okay, you guys let us know, should we expect Bonnie right now, or who's gonna run out from the house?
Who's in charge?
Yeah, who's in charge? Me and Bonnie. Oh my God. Cops, they wish they have our job, and they said it. We're like, look, it's so much paperwork, you know, before arrest, after arrest, blah blah blah. You just showed up,
just put a costume on,
fucking Bonnie Honey, and you chase around on scooters and blah blah blah, and you're the next one, and we have to deal with 69 pages of report. And oh shit.
Have you learned anything that you didn't expect, or I guess, you know, to an outsider looking in or to a layman, is there anything that's like something you've discovered about scams or scammers or anything that kind of, he's like, oh, I didn't expect that, you know, or like the average person doesn't think this way or doesn't know this or wouldn't believe this, you know? Is there anything like that that you've
good question.
discovered or realized?
Yeah, I think streaming wise, you realize how important it is to not divulge too much. And unfortunately, there's streamers out there that either don't know any better or they're, you know, they want to look like they really know what they're talking about, right? So keeping a lot of stuff behind closed doors is super important.
You mean in regards to you as a person or like for the scam bait?
Just scam baits in general, because you don't want to put an unknowing person at risk out there, right? Like even using an address, like you're giving a scammer a BS address. It might be somebody's real address. So you got to be really careful with all of that stuff. That was always a learning curve for me. But the scam stuff, I'm surprised at how inhumane most of the scammers can be. Like they don't give a crap. They just want that dollar.
You can be dying. You have like 6 months left with cancer, and they still fucking gonna scam you like
for everything, for every penny. So that's a hard lesson to really kind of learn. But just getting to know the people. You guys talked about. I work with Chappy so much. And people can think what they want and see what you see in a chat or a 10-second blurb in a video. But how much somebody cares about this space like Chappy it's amazing. Like I didn't realize how much time you guys will talk about it on your streams and stuff, but you really don't appreciate that until you're kind of let into that world. People devote a lot of time to this. And sometimes it doesn't pan out the way you want it to, but still it's making a difference. And that's been really cool to see. That's been really cool.
I mean, yeah. Well, that same question goes for you. What did you learn? If you learned anything?
You're a dick.
You don't have to learn. It's already on my face.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, true.
Did you learn anything like yourself from your perspective? Like the same question that you asked Bull for you.
I mean,
what that would be for yourself, like dealing with scammers for so many years.
I don't know. I think if I were to rewind 10 years and try to predict, you know, a scam baiting, I guess I never would have anticipated us having as much to do with the humanity of scammers as we do, you know, in regards to like ex-scammers.
Yeah.
That was one of the first things that really happened to us when we started in year one or whatever, is like, apart from the jokes and the pranks and the funny calls, like we got that Marquissimo thing right off the bat, which we ran with, not knowing what to expect. I had never seen that happen on any. I mean, scam baiting wasn't nearly as big as it is now, but
it was more technical. It's never been like more human, like when you literally saving scammer from.
Like, I think, I don't want to misquote this or give us an accolade we don't deserve, but I think we were one of the first scam baiters to be fully on camera, open with who we are, like as a visual. Because I think the only ones that were really, I guess, prominent at that point where it would have been Jim Browning and Kit Boga.
Yeah, but your names, right? Like,
and our names too.
Yeah.
So but we always came at it from a perspective of storytelling. Like I'm not a technical, but like I like creative technical stuff like editing, but I'm not a computer guy. I don't know shit. I don't even like PCs. I do Mac. So I would be useless in doing virtual machines and all that. And plus it's already been done a million times. So we always came at it from a storytelling perspective. I guess I just never predicted we would be as involved with like telling stories of the people that are actually facilitating the crime. Sometimes is almost just as interesting as the scam itself.
And especially going to India and meeting those people in
in person.
Yeah.
Would you ever go?
So going back to the question about collabing, like that would be amazing, because I was so hooked on, obviously, you know, the Robocall series was incredible. And I watched actually the India ones multiple times because it was so insightful. But hearing the stories, and you guys talk about it on stream and all the stuff that you guys got to do there, and the danger it presented, that would be where I would want to be, like right in the shit, right in the middle of all of it.
Right in the middle of chaos.
But you talk about the humanity of it, because nobody has ever gotten to that level where you're face to face and you're working with people that have done this before and trusting them with your lives.
With your life, on their turf, on their territory, in their city, in their country, in their culture, and you're like, yeah, this is my life, deal with it.
Right. They're driving 300 miles an hour down a back alley, dodging
It was
dogs.
actually great to talk to, because Jim was just here. When was that? Last week? The week before last? I don't know.
Actually, that's interesting that we're talking about this. Jim sat down and he was like, guys, we never
talked about it.
We give him streamy because, we did all together. And he was like, I never talk about why did you fucking stay? Why didn't you go back? Like
we had never sat down. We had seen him since that trip, but we had never talked about this.
We never talk about it.
And so it was actually the first time we had sat down and actually reflected a little bit on some of that. Wow.
It was deep.
It was deep.
I bet.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah.
It's just, you know what? Like, I have a lot of similarities where I grew up, what's been happening to my country after 1991 when Soviet Union collapsed. And you go to India and there are parts that I get it. I fucking get it. You need to make money. You need to provide for your family. But when you have a proof that the person is dying, that the person is has cancer, I just don't understand how money overpowered the humanity. Yeah. You can be the biggest piece of shit. You can be the big, be fucking Robin Hood. Go to fucking rob. If you're rob the billionaires, right?
Yeah.
But you go after a person who is sick and you just literally killing that person. That has to be extra cruelty in you in fucking hell. It has to be extra
space. How do they
space.
sleep at night?
Fuck.
Well, they don't. They're calling us.
That's a good one. Yeah, they don't. They're too busy talking to scambaiters.
What is your favorite type of scammer to talk to? Because they all have their hubs, right? The tech support scams tend to be in India. As you know, the PCH is wherever.
Right.
So
I think refund scammers are super boring and dry.
Yeah.
Until you can get the hard part about refund scammers is you have to spend an hour really getting to warm up to the old man, and then we're friends, and I'm singing songs to you, all that other bullshit, right?
I love it.
They'll talk to the horse.
They talk to the fucking horse. I love when they do that.
The PCH scammers will warm up to you right away, and they'll go for a quick kill. So it's really hard. I don't like any of them, but the funnier ones to me can be the PCH guys, because you can piss them off 1 second, and then they're
back on track,
kissing your ass the next second. It's so weird. It's so bizarre.
When you were in the bank and scammer I fucking told you, little shit, do not tell anybody. And you there is a person behind me. Hey, excuse me, I'm going to win $27 million. You want a cut? Do you want anything? And scammer just, motherfucker, I told you don't talk to anybody.
Yeah. It was pretty good.
You don't typically swear much, right, on your channel?
I try not to.
But sometimes Chappy will be like, you won't believe what Bull said on a bait today. It'll slip out. It'll slip out.
Do you cuss in normal life?
Growing up, again, in a very rural agricultural community, yes, I have a mouth.
You have a mouth?
Yes, I do.
We can't see it.
You can see it.
Surprise.
And I love how your PayPal link is labeled swear jar on your channel.
Is it really still? That was when I set up a lot. I didn't even know it was still on there.
Oh my God. It's hysterical.
So I try to keep it as PG-13 on stream as much as I can, but you spend freaking 8 hours, 9 hours straight with somebody, and they're pissing you off.
Get
You're gonna let
delusional
stuff go. And then I get to let out the other character, and I get to have a little bit more freedom with that. So
it's so fun.
Swear
I
jar.
love it.
There's some things I've asked Chappy, please don't let these see the light of day. There's some things I kind of don't want to be out there. But hey,
sometimes she'll quote it and she'll be like, "Oh, you won't believe what he said." It's so funny.
Yeah, that's something that remind me. I recently came across of Mike, our Mike from Trilogy Media podcast, and motherfucker has dirty mouth like we do. And I called him, I was like, bitch, you work for Trilogy Media for 5 years, for 4 years, and you're so professional, and you're so I get
he keeps it buttoned up. But
buttoned up. But then I go to your podcast, you fucking flying with
F-bombs?
Oh my God. It's like another version of Ashton, but in his own way.
That's
you
funny.
would not fucking believe it.
Fucking Mike.
Yeah, check it out.
Mike's gonna watch this. Mike's probably gonna edit this.
Yeah,
so.
Mike.
There you go,
Shout out
Mike.
to you. It's just amazing when you have again, meeting you in person, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know it's meeting with squad. you know people personalities, you know
Right.
people's sense of
Right.
humor, right? And now these fucking 6'4", you know, like putting your age, putting your body, everything together with your voice, with your personality, and you're like, oh shit, Bull can fucking cuss, what? And it's same stuff, you know, like it's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
I love it.
The
I love it.
BullRacksin character we've tried to make a little bit PG, you know, and just trying to keep it.
Well, I mean, it's certainly easier to exist on YouTube if you do that. We're in. I don't think we're capable of that.
Of what?
Of not like just
Yes,
censoring
we are.
ourselves.
Get ready for big network, bitch.
Well, that's different.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
That's different.
good luck with that. Put all your bombs in your ass.
Whatever.
Every other word from beep, beep, beep.
Morse code?
Yeah, exactly. Wow. Do you and
Rock, paper, scissors.
go? You can have it.
How can we find you and how can people support you?
Yes.
I don't want anybody to find me.
Yes, not even blood. You don't eat on Area 69?
No.
51, but
How
69.
can we find you online, your content, and support you the most?
You know what? The best way people can support me, I say this on my channel all the time, and it probably is like, just talk to people about scams. That's all I ask people to do. If you really want to come out and check out the channel, BullRacksin, it's on YouTube, Twitch, and then now a little bit on TikTok. But that's it. And
He's
that's
being
the
too
extent.
modest, but please go follow BullRacksin
I
on
appreciate
all of the platforms. BullRacksin_official on TikTok, BullRacksin on Twitch, X, and YouTube. No space.
I forgot about X. That's right.
I was just reading off of the about
Another
page.
very deep,
And get the merch.
quick way to support is, yes, merch, 100%, but also that square jar PayPal link, please. I don't know if you drink coffee, if you drink tea, whatever he's drinking, buy him a drink, please. Just, the least that we can do to support content creators nowadays. And with all these YouTube demonetization and removing videos, you cannot share locations. You, viewer, you have no idea how much impact what kind of like financial support you can do to a content creator. And you can use your fingers, lick it, like it, subscribe it, share it, but also please.
Well, speaking of viewers, because this is the first time our viewers and your viewers will be seeing you.
Ooh. That's true.
Is there anything you would like? And your camera is the one on the far right, your close-up. Is there anything you want to say to them or any message to deliver to them in your first physical appearance? You are a real person.
It's a good question. Thank you. That's all I want to say is just thank you. I really do appreciate the support. Everybody's been awesome. Don't hold it against me that I'm still staying as anonymous as possible.
No, we understand.
I appreciate you guys giving me the opportunity to even come on here and see everything and talk to you guys and meet everybody. Like it's been very surreal and very awesome. Like this is a bucket list item for me personally.
Really
so it's been really cool. Just the whole thing is super bizarre. A year ago, I would never thought like this would even be a thing, right? 2 years ago, no way. So just thank you guys. I appreciate that. And you guys talk about support financially, the Trilogy Media stuff that you guys put out. And I'm not just saying this because I'm here. I say this all the time, but Trilogy Plus is fantastic. And I really love what you guys have done with it. I know there's more to come on it. But the fact that you guys have included me in some of that stuff means a lot to me. So you can also find my stuff out there. Please go out there and check it out.
Well, thank you. And we never expect. I know you. Every time I come into your chat, you shout out Trilogy Plus. I don't come into your chat ever wanting you to do anything.
Text me. He says Ash is coming and you better plug us.
I am. Yeah. And I said, Bull, I'm gonna tell how big pimple is on your nose, so you better fucking, I know you can cover your face, but I know where the pimples are.
You guys can't see my zits.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I do threaten him, okay?
Oh my gosh. Well, likewise. And, especially in our line of work of talking to terrible people all the time on the phone, people suck a lot. Not all of them, obviously. We have the best supporters in the world. But just to come across someone like you who, from day one, you have been drama-free, humble as fuck, just the nicest guy ever. You make awesome content, and we're just really grateful for your presence in this community and just in general. So
it's really
for some reason, a normal qualities that back in the days was normal,
you would think is normal.
For some reason, is fucking rare. And when you meet people like you, Bull, right? We don't have to even meet in person. Just in general, we on the phone or whatever we do, how we meet, what do we text, and doing collabs together. you can tell immediately. You're like, yeah, just fucking normal human being. Like, hallelujah, normal human being. What the fuck? It's like, now I feel when you meet people with qualities that you have, it's like they fucking from Jupiter, from your anus. Oh. Yeah. It's like, I was like, wow.
Please don't change.
Yeah.
Please stay you.
Don't change.
Don't let any toxicity change you or get taken advantage of. Just be you.
Then you have to go.
And wow, fucking dick.
Yeah, it has to be only Chappy, me, and Bull, and that's it. You have to go. Toxicity.
Go kiss a foot.
Put a fucking tuxedo on your head and get the fuck out of here.
That's a quote right there. I'm gonna put that on a shirt.
Do it.
Speaking of merch. Right?
Yeah, speaking of merch. And yes, that awesome Bull hoodie.
Oh yeah.
You can get it.
I'm getting one. I want that.
Dude, I love Bull, that symbol so fucking much. And it's just every single time when I come to your stream and I see like these gigantic fucking bull, I was like that. Bull rocks.
Bull rocks.
Bull rocks. That's all I can say.
BullRacksin. Love it. Please go follow him on everything. Support him everywhere. He's too modest to say it himself, but he deserves it. His content deserves it. He's the humblest motherfucker you'll ever meet. And he deserves all the success that is coming his way, and there's a lot of it. So we're very grateful to have you a part of this. And
thank you guys.
And a lot more collabs and all kinds of good shit to come. Hopefully some more Santa scammer Christmas choking and ear twisting.
Santa baby, Ashton on the scooter
tonight.
Doodaloo.
Bull, we love you, brother. And
I mean, you guys finished that with your voices.
We've already done some.
Yeah.
BullRacksin in the house, everybody. And thank you for joining us today.
It was my pleasure, and thank you guys for having me here. I'm very humbled by the thing, except for these two knuckleheads I was with. But I mean, other than them, it was great. It was really fun.
And there you have it, is the Trilogy Media podcast. Here are
Toodaloo. Toodaloo.